I'm sorry. There's. Oh wait, I should turn it. I should adjust the volume on OBS. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't normally ghost trick so quickly. Anyway, hello everyone. To people just joining, to people who have been waiting, and to everyone watching things back on the VOD, whether it's here on Twitch or in YouTube, depending on when you're watching this. Hello, welcome back to another stream, and I should probably sit closer to my mic and also check whether or not Microsoft has fucked with my settings, because I feel like they seriously, it's the salad dressing, Zazel. Oh god, now I think about that, it's just it fucking did. It adjusted my volume down to 79. Tom, can we please have a picture of Ecto Cooler on the side to remember the happy day? Hold. Maybe in a bit, if I can find some in the cupboards. Yes, welcome back to another stream, and welcome back to Ghost Trick. Now, an awful lot happened during the last stream. I'm gonna try and sum it up. We managed to save the Justice Minister. We managed to resolve the whole fiasco regarding the quote-unquote I say quote-unquote hostage situation, the hostage situation, because it wasn't actually the Justice Minister's daughter at all. So, yeah, but it was actually Detective Jowd's daughter. And, like, everything essentially came out about what happened with when the Temseek meteorite crashed in the park. And the fact that the last person that Detective Jowd was trying to remember by painting them was Cecil. This feels like a complete recap given by another player that do miss a session. This essentially is. It's been, to be fair, the last time that we played Ghost Trick on stream, Tom, please stream Professor Layton. I know someone who would be really goddamn happy if I streamed Professor Layton. That would be here. He's not here at the moment because I guess at some point during the playthrough, he decided, oh, Ghost Trick looks like something he would be very interested in. And he doesn't want to get spoiled on the rest of the game. So, that's why he's not here at the moment. But, I know that he would very much appreciate if I ever decided to stream Professor Layton. He'd be all for that. But yeah, turns out the other manipulator was, the body of Cecil, and we just don't know who the fuck we are anymore, if we were ever Cecil to begin with, or if, well, we were just occupying the same body. Playing Curious Village on Play Pass. Got a 3-month free trial, and it's actually really good. Yeah, like, I haven't played too much of, like, Curious Village, but it would, I did enjoy what bit I played. The Ghost Trick was the friends we got interested. It really is. That was my Ghost Trick. Getting people interested in the game, and then, you know, having them disappear to wait to play the game for themselves. But yes, with all that out of the way, we saved the superintendent of the junkyard, and now we need to help save Cabanela from the fuck shit situation that's happening right now. I was just remembering the fact that I've read about now. The real me has given the poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister? Missile! Hmm? You really shouldn't be mean like that. What's this lively little creature? Oh. This little doggy is the warrior who keeps Kamila safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Kamila. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing! That poor little girl, taken hostage! It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Ghost Trick in his crazy situations. The superintendent is going to need his medication. When he sees Ghost Trick's crazy manipulations, there'll be trouble in town tonight. Wait just a minute. Miss Kamila is a hostage? Yes. We're sorry, little warrior. Miss Kamila? A hostage? What's a hostage? Oh yeah, this was like the in-between between rescuing the superintendent and the inspector. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Cecil? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Kamila. Okay? Okay. Do music. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Yow! Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Cecil, I'll go up first and wait for you. Okay, I gotta get up there. I gotta get in there. Screw you, I was quite... Okay, lovely dump. We need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Woo-hoo. Trick time! Oh yeah, I have to wait for Bird to actually be in range. Okay, so this is where we left off the last time. There you are, Cecil! Sorry for the wait, missa. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Joins the stream, first thing you hear is that, oh hi Isaac. Your best this time around is to allow him to shoot, and then save Cabanela without him noticing. Oof, it's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something! Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Cecil. Don't forget, can we replace Tom with a hoo-hoo? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Right. It has to be when he's... But it's only things that are similar or the same shape for missile. I can't reach the damned thing. Ah! I forget. And then, from last time, trying to do remotely anything while he's like... Oh, did you see that? That bad Cecil turned around. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. Right, so... Oh wait, actually I should stay in the ghost world. So we have the book here. Cecil's currently in there. Is he aura farming? Aura farming, but in a not so good way. Let's see. Actually. Oh wait, I need to move missile from the lamp. The desk lamp. The thing. No, I don't want to restart. I meant to switch back to the real world. Oh, that was way too close. Right, I'm off. Just here to annoy you for the day. See you tomorrow for more on the... Oh, God. Oh, see you then. And that's when he just ghost tricks himself back towards the detective? Yeah, I was about to say, this is when... Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. Oh wait, that wrong voice. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat. But now the situation has changed slightly. What do you mean? I'll tell you one thing, this song definitely, like, is effective in inducing anxiety. Oh. Oh, shit. Back to the beginning. Fuck off. Right, so I have to be undetectable. Like, I can't even have, like, do a thing and then have the thing appear in front of the... in front of the manipulator. I'm trying to think of how I would use missile here. Because his whole deal is that... What resembles the shape? Like, now I'm having to think about it. Because I know it's not so, like, it's not the size, it's the shape of the object that you have to swap that... But I don't even know if he can even do anything here. So I have to wait for him to slam the kettle on, or the teapot onto the ground. Or the kettle. You shouldn't be able to see me if I do this, right? I have to wonder if I did the right thing by knocking the helmet on the floor while he was... He's gonna go and shoot him. He just ragdolls and it's crazy. He just does it just because. He said the last split seconds. Let me think. Damn it, I didn't mean to... Oh, wait! I don't know why that would be helpful at all. I just realized I'm going to get shot again. No, we're going to go back. You're not going to get shot. You're just going... We're going to go back. Right, it clicked. It finally clicked. In that moment, it finally clicked. Okay. Right. I need to make it possible so that I can actually... Like, it's when its back is turned, that's when I'm able to knock the helmet onto the floor. Then with the helmet... Oh wait, I also need to... Let's see... hold on a moment. Just double checking some things. Yeah, no, this is definitely a bot. Ooh. Ooh! Thing I saw while I was checking things. An Astarion Nendoroid. I need to properly play Baldur's Gate 3. I still haven't. I've had it in my library for almost 2 years, and the last time I played it was like my birthday back in 2023, but I still haven't like done a full proper playthrough, and I don't know if I should do that eventually for the Twitch or just do it in my own time. Right, and I'll keep Missile there. Come on! Come on! They released the last major patch. I know, but I... But now I wonder if, like, the hat works, or if I actually have to do it as a... I have no idea. And at the moment, I can't move over to get the other... the knit hat over, because I need to wait for Cabanela to shoot him. I need to wait for him to shoot him, so I can get the knit hat onto the step stool, and then I can bring it back over for Missile to swap. I don't know what... I guess he did it just to have style, but it was kind of his undoing to kind of bring it all the way over. Oh, whoops. Right. Setup is prepped. It's no use, even... Wait, what? Was that really not the right way? Or is it the book? Do I need the book instead? Is the book just going to be the be-all, end-all option? Do I need the book? Did I... Like, I have the right idea, but I'm just kind of... I keep accidentally pressing right trigger to, like, go back to the start when I'm trying to, like, go into the ghost world. Brother is getting angry. He's like, yeah. Oh, wait. Alright, so literally there's no point with the book. There's no point trying to... Like, it's getting the helmet down. Oh. Okay, uh-oh. Not good. And I'll keep missile in there. I feel like there's a step that I'm missing. There's definitely a step that I'm missing here. Ooh, right. I keep forgetting how finicky it is with Missile's whole powers in play. But yeah, no, I need to properly play Baldur's Gate. Maybe I'll make that a point either as a stream playthrough or just, you know, in my own spare time. Who knows? Oh, wait, actually, now that I think about it, the knit hat resembles the shape of the book. No, that's not what I meant to do. I keep doing that by accident. Was I meant to do that? I'll just... Right, I was doing that with the mouse just in case there was, like, something I was missing with the two hats. Well, would you look at that? Right in the hook. What do you mean? I was trying to... I feel like I've done stuff poorly again. What do you mean there's nothing to swap the bullet with? Ah! I feel like I wasn't supposed to jiggle the hat. Gosh. Again, back to the beginning. Oh, pardon me. Oh, dreadful. Alright, I'm gonna do what I did there again, but the thing I'm going to, you know, not do is, what? Or I'm not gonna jiggle the knit hat off the, hook once I get it on there, because I feel like I need it there. Random question, but how do you feel about string... I don't play Dead by Daylight, so I don't have, like, a strong opinion on it. I just know that there's, like, things that they did for both, like, people who are both, like, fans of the games, but also fans of the FNAF movie. Like I said, I don't have too strong of an opinion on it, honestly. Not gonna lie, I also do... It was a random question, though. Yeah, no, it's fair enough, it's fair enough. Right, I need to wait for this sequence of events to happen again. Gun. get me over here. Right. Missile, you're up. Yeah! Right, and I'm gonna have him wait in here. It's going to shoot, it's too late. Again, I'm going to get shot again. No, wait, our chance is coming up. Well, that's split second, right? Leave it to me. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm here in the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. And it's our little hat. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm and, most of all, soft. Did I do alright? You did great, Missile. Good boy. You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too! Over and over! What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back. Back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Kamila. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow too. We gotta follow the other Cecil, the bad Cecil. Evil Cecil be like, I love letting people die. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left. And now, a new story is about to unfold, in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Professor. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case. I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Oh, he's, damn it. You picked a bad time to not listen to me. Body of mine. Yeah, we could... Oh yeah, we can just talk to him now. If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might not be able to erase deaths. It's true I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. It was right there within my grasp. All our plans were rested on tonight. And then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're alright. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Revenge. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. What about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner. Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park. And finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Oh yeah, what did he mean by that? Yes. 10 years ago, on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation, and then I did it. I made 2 very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. He really enunciates, like, some words, like, the boys and whatnot. But I've just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info in big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then, I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanela, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And so he struts off. He left the door open. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation. His gun. Oh. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Oh, it's like a set of like it was pure happenstance that he left the gun in the interrogation room, but because of that, he ended up pointing the gun at Lynn. He ended up being killed by the meteor that fell. And we first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast. And the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those 2 inmates of the special prison, eh? And those 2 things did happen. We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. That restaurant. Chicken kitchen. Yeah, those 2. The simp and his lover. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? Well, we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. Now they have that little girl as a hostage. Kamila. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. And the stakes keep escalating. This spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Okay. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd, shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. An incredible determination. He's driven! He was motivated. He fucking did his shit. Oh, Cabanela's determined. We've got more talking points here. There's just one thing I don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent, and he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? So he did it! So all in all, he was trying to help, but it just seemed on the surface he was just being an asshole. But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Yeah, completely. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Chasing Cecil and rescuing Kamila. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk with you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know? I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. Oh. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Oh. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. Because he disappeared. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. Bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright. No question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. What does that make his body? I was completely bewildered. When I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision. What the fuck is up with his body? That's how it went. No scarring or blood either. Is he just indestructible? Is his body synthetic? And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? He got up. And he just strolls on out of there. So how did no one notice? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even an explosion could kill him. He didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off of that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute. Could it be? That's right. It was coming from that meteorite fragment. So he took a fragment of the meteorite in to analyze it, to check, for similar readings. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. Either that or when the meteorite struck him. At the time, I thought it was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Cabanela's arrival. It goes further. It was about a year ago, I say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. And here he is. Right in time. Woo! I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temseek. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this. The source of my power is... No, wait. The source of my power is not of this world. And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temseek was somehow connected. She also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Kamila. Fuck. That's just even worse. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the evidence, but there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Kamila told Jowd that it did something that it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in the part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Kamila's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Cabanela! Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanela. I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slap. What the fuck? Yikes. Tonight. I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ha 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 ha! But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning too. That's pretty extreme while it was at it. Yeah, they're all together. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in the last second. Jowd. His coat. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. Oh. It kind of looks a little bit off with the, like, the inmate outfit. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. He certainly has unique hair. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Where are they going? Where is he going? Cecil, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting. Oh, ad break starts in about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanela. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Will we make it? Clear chapter 15. He's not able to dance. He can't move it anymore. This is so sad. Chapter 16. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Oh, finally. Hello? This is Jowd. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. On an undisclosed phone line. Cool. The control room. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Yeah, goodbye, Pigeon Man. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I better go. I'm in. A single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Alright, okay. Ad break is about to start. So we'll be back in a few moments, chat. So hang tight, and we'll be back soon. And we are back. Hello. Right, so picking up from where we left off. Also, my controller cable stick like Velcro thing stuck to my foot still. Welcome to the Anoa, Detective Jowd. Oh, fucking hell. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched off. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. I hope you don't mind. Oh, it's you.
Yet, I never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh?
But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yanoa was going to surface. Confound it.
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. The bullet... Oh, so that's why Cabanela shot him! Even though he knew he wasn't going to... The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for it. Oh, and the watch that he gave him tracked him! It was a Cabanela has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yes.
Inspector Cabanela. I hear he's an excellent investigator.
By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Ah, Cecil, you mean?
Is he just sat in the chair? Like a I half expected him to have a cat.
You can relax. That's nothing but his shell.
His shell, eh?
Spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now. He's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my... Oh, that's fucked. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go.
Bah! There's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip? Oh. The meteorite.
Our nation has already researched it. This product Cecil has to offer. The source of his powers.
Oh! What in the world was that?
The Temseek fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now, our deal with Cecil is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
Tisk tisk. A mistake to make. What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell.
Wait, huh? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd! Where did he go? What now? No. Better find them. And fast. Wait. Who the fuck? So you're here, huh?
It's Missile!
Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. Well, with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Kamila. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say I don't think it can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it! Oh, there's another telephone. The telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Kamila! I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me! I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Let's get to that telephone before it stops ringing. Waste basket. A valve. Hello? Hello? Miss Kamila? Hello? It's no use. This black hello just doesn't like me. Oh, wait, actually, I just realized. Can I reach? Yes. Haha. And now I need to swap to missile, swap the balls again. I like having missiles like... No! Hello! Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Cecil. Where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Miss Lynn! Ah, don't tell me something's happened to Lynn again. Don't tell me Lynn is dead again. I fucking... Miss Kamila! And... Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn! Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. It looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Cece, I knew you'd come. Miss Kamila! Miss Kamila! And Missile too. I'm glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Kamila has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you! Miss Kamila, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. I heard you change... I did it because he's called Cecil, but I didn't want to... Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it!
Thank you, Missile. And we have to go back and go help Lynn again. She just can't catch a break. Right, I need to turn the wheel. Hello again, Lynn. Oh, Cecil, you're here! Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the Super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanela fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbour on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat, and then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Kamila. I found Kamila hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? Pull the oh, hush! I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I'm dead. Boy, sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Something tells me if evil Cecil was supposed to be controlling Kamila at that point in time. Kamila, are you okay? Oh, it was. Hello, Lynn, or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? A new hand has touches the beacon. Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Kamila back now! Oh, back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted? To be executed by his own daughter. I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Kamila when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part! I mean, to be fair, I feel like it's necessary at this point. Even though it's kind of messed up that every single time this happens, it's like, oh, we're doing this again. Right, so I can't reach
the wheel at all. So let's see, the cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to... The phone call! Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals. There's no idea about nutrition. I don't have my in yet. I need to wait for... Ah, come on! Finally, my in! Right. Ah, damn it. You want something done, you have to do it yourself. What if I turn the wheel? I don't think turning the wheel does anything. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Now I think about it. Nah, never mind. I thought... I had an idea. Wait, what if I turn this wheel? Oh! Let's go! Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver through pure luck and happenstance. Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry, now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. Hello, anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up, why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. Let's see. So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. That does it. I promised to turn over a new leaf, Mum. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of the sub has changed slightly. Ooh! Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. It's Detective Jowd! What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temseek fragment taken away. Right. Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh no! What if I turn the valve? That doesn't work. Maybe it's some kind... What do you mean, some kind of ornament? Oh, wait! Oh. The Temseek fragment! You're mine at last!
The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Cecil! What just happened? The whole room just disappeared, with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. Oh! So that's why. So they leave in another in a little pod. Aha! So that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo. It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more. He's thinking of our little dog friend. It looks like he has plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something about before that torpedo is fired. There's still something we can do, I hope. What does she expect us to do? Are we going inside? There's a fucking rat. Why is there a rat in here? Why is there a rat? What is the rat? I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Yeah, how? How did it get in here? How did this rat get in here? I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. That in turn sets off the detonator. The detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? Why is the rat helping? We have to get this creature to leave somehow. There's nothing else. Why is the rat just... It's just made its home here.
We have to set that safety and keep the torpedo from exploding. But how? Right, I'm rewinding. God damn it. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to make my way into the... Oh, wait, I don't. Cool. Right, so... Do I need to have both, like, the weights set, like... And then try operating the thing? Oh, wait! Oh, I did it! Let's go! Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. There, we've clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding, but there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. What was that noise? It looks like the torpedoes still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Cecil, we did it! What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable! Was that missile? We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. The water's rising slowly. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Oh, we're all the way over here because we're still in the torpedo. Oh wait, I should probably operate the starter. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Yep. Damn it, really? I thought I... Gotcha. Lynn. Kamila, you're awake! How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Kamila! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Kamila. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Cecil should be along any second. And Missy is here too. Oh. Oh. I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do. Aw, I think I'm going to cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send a signal to Linda. Turn on the flashlight! You're in a flashlight! Oh! Look at that flashlight. It's Cecil! He's here! Up you go. I'm glad you're here, Cecil. I mean, I'm not saying anything. Sorry for the wait. It looks like this room is going to fill up with water fast. We better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out of that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. I mean, there's the ladder right there. Oh, and by the way, yes, I can't swim. Neither can Kamila. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Right, so that's my way up. Yeah, there we go. You did it, Cecil. Thanks. But I don't know how long it's gonna... Let's look for a path that goes up. The unassuming ladder, the ever-reliable ladder. Oh, Lord. That was close. What was that? Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Oh, and the flashlight's dead. Cecil! The flashlight doesn't work anymore! Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something? Hey, I know, you can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Oh, we can! We can just turn it back on. Oh, hey, great! Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? Don't typecast me! That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do is get to that door, and we're safe. Oh, and the flashlight's gone. Lynn! What happened to the sub? Why is it all up right now? Ow. What happened now? It looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't... Come on now, as if I mean, Cecil's already dead. Oh, and the water levels rise. Oh, that's fun. That's good. That's cool. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. We just have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Missile! Cecil! There you are! How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself, or he's just a dog. Hmm. Hold on, let me look. Oh, good lord. What's the point in switching emergency lights? No, I'm not telling... Right, it's definitely a case of we need to rearrange things. Where's Missile? Oh, God damn it. Ah. And this one was a large fan. So, swap 44 things. Okay, cool. And then swap to Cecil, and we operate the starter. Okay, how large the fans are, yep. Okay, so I have the right idea. I needed, like, one small, one medium, one large, but I got them in the wrong order, but that's fine. Right, I need to swap these. Swap these. And then swap these, so the order is this. And then go back, we operate. And now it should be easier for Lynn to climb. There we go. There. How about that? Though I do like this whole idea of, like, properly testing the player's knowledge of, like, how Cecil and Missile's ghost tricks work, but also kind of, sort of looking into, if you've been paying attention, then you could do this with this stuff, and use common sense to try and figure out, like, what order things should go in. Right. I know this one is a case of... Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? Oh, why? I did not. To be fair, I need Cecil to... He can't drink it. Do something about this team. Leave it to me, Miss Liz. I'm trying to get up. I was doing the... Because at the moment, I can't do much with Cecil unless I get him, like, up. Shuts up low to that first pipe. I'm trying! What do you... What? I have both of them up here now. Right, so... Right, this pipe goes here. This pipe goes here. I'll swap these two. And then I swap to Cecil, turn off the first valve. Try to move forward. Right, that's much better. Is she even go- Oh! Right. Look up there, if I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile, how can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? You just did. I know what to do. It's the hook. Can I move it? I can. Right, and I should be able to... Oh! Oh, come on, it rose all the way up. What the fuck? Is that any way to ask for something? She can't do it. She's doing her best. Open. Open sesame. It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Wait. Who the... What the fuck was that? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea, but I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep... It just yoinked her away! That's the end of chapter 16. Oh, Lord. Chapter 17. 10 past 5 a.m. The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely, a long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. What in the world is this thing? What the fuck? Wait. Is that... I see you managed to oh my fucking god. It's the other Cecil. I see you managed to survive, Detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course, what else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, then how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. Oh. Hold. I don't really know. Please, you've got to tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Cecil, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. Quite a bit tonight. I thought I was you, Cecil. Cecil? My name isn't Cecil. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. So, time for talking now, I guess? So what changed? He says like, oh, I don't know why I saved... They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull. There's a hole in the hull. I got them mixed around, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temseek fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean... they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, then we'd like to hear more. The radiation's power effect. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. And in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get,
and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah. My powers have changed over these past At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation.
Then, now I have to think, how does that explain Ray? Because Ray knew what Ghost Trick was, knew about the powers of the dead and everything. So who is Ray?
On that day, 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course, I received special powers.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Yeah, because Missile died close to the meteorite. He was knocked into the crater where the meteorite landed when he was run over. And then because of that, he received the ability for ghost tricks. Aren't the Temseek remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So, that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Radiation's time effect. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death. It's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? Ah, this is also strange and confusing. Also, ad break starts in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? So what does he mean by this? What that day? So he's alive and dead. Like, his body is dead, but... or ish. When the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However... Oh! So the fragment is the source of his regeneration. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. So he's just a Schrodinger's person. He's alive and dead at the same time. My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed. Not really alive, and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, the little pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. So I guess, as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Revenge. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. Oh, ad break is starting in a few seconds, so we're going to go on break, and we will be back shortly. So hang on tight, and we will be back soon. And we are back. Okay, continuing. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. They kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsik. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. The superintendent and Cabanela. Inspector Cabanela and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsik fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, but I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective, looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. And then I took possession of you to make you shoot me. She was trying to... Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you to be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. And then everything happened. The rest is history. The first assassin came, and then the next one came, but they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. Cecil! I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha! The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite, because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. Honestly, like, the other Cecil, but, you know, a pile of gears and stuff kind of goes crazy as a design. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no.
There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for the submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world. All alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along.
Empathizing with the guy who was a cunt this entire time. Oh, Kamila.
Lynn? Kamila! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Kamila! I'm so sorry! That's funny. What is it, Cecil? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all of the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temseek fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute!
Yes, we do! The tracking device! Ooh!
That's right! Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But, even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers. Right, Miss Lynn? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. It looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Let's get started. Okay, Right, so we got bottle, floor lamp. Did not mean to connect with Lynn. Operate the control panel. Oh! Why is there grapes just in a fucking vault? Why? The torpedo room, right. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly! I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think that that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Right, torpedo room. Up is definitely safer. Yeah, no, I feel like the engine room would be a terrible idea at this point. It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me! I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. He had to make it a pun. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now.
Oh. Wait, actually. Because one of the switches worked. Yeah! There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. We're gonna find Jowd dead, aren't we? Like, something tells me we're gonna find him dead. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Before Cecil fades away. We will save them. Okay. Come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Kamila behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But, Miss Lynn... You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But, what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Kamila? I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Oh, I love Missile so fucking much. Miss Kamila! That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. We're ready. And off we go. Cecil? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you. For everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Miss Isle? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Good luck, friend. Oh, she finally called him a friend. Oh. I'm surprised the other Cecil just decided to stay here and not tag along and help, but I guess it's like, oh, this is a coffin for me, I guess I'm just gonna die. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Oh, and Jowd is dead. Jowd is fucking dead. Why am I not surprised? Detective Jowd! I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him! You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. Oh. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How is Kamila? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. So we explain what happened. So I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yanoa. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own submarine? Wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You! You followed us? Oh, he fucking did! It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel. That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Cecil. It's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure. Go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What is that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved in on it. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. Yomiel. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room, took little Lynn as a hostage, and the rest is history. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. The Temseek meteor landed and killed him. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world. No question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear. So he was doing it all just to disappear. but then he was roped into helping them but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so, that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. The deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot. Second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? Didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. It's the kind of life I asked them for. Completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temseek was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temseek meteorite from the park? They couldn't. After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. By the superintendent, a report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanela and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary, peaceful park. But there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a player. Oh no! No! Oh. That would have been crazy if he actually was just some government agent, but no, he's just an ordinary odd job. Or oddball. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temseek meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temseek meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? Well, we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Kamila we'd save them. We can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright. Fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go, then. back to 4 minutes before your death. And I get the feeling this is like the second to last time that we do this. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. Oh, he's a robot. By the way, I am not human, Detective. Oh! I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology. It's just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? It's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective. Why does he... It's just... Why is that how it operates? And he just shoots him. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Kamila, forgive me. Oh. Oh. It wasn't just like a single shot, it was just multiple. Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. If we're bringing Yomiel back with us, do we... Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yomiel's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temseek fragment is gone. I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped, thanks to the power of the Temseek. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temseek fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does this mean? He's dead. He's permanently dead. The moment the Temseek fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means... We'll find out. When we get there, let's... Oh! So we're just rewinding time even further, but we're going back to Yomiel's death. Wait. Does that mean we're going back to 10 years ago? I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. The end of chapter 17. We're on the final chapter. Woo! See, I had a feeling we'd get the game done today, but... When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temseek meteorite fell. We travelled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Oh, it's Lynn! Oh! It's ready! What was she doing? Hold it! Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her! Oh, it's a black cat. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. And that was when the fragment... Oh. You're alright now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temseek meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temseek from falling from the sky. We might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. So how the hell is this going... Nozzle. Headphones, basket. I can't reach Lynn. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When a sweet potato is almost ready? Ha! She's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood does this girl have? Doesn't everybody at least one day in their life Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, we'll just have to move have the fragment move instead. Wait, but how the fuck do you intend on doing that? I can't reach! Oh wait, but I can move Cecil. Oh, wait. That's a fate change! Apparently, that's a fate change! Alright. As far as I'm aware, there's only everything that's here. It's that damned black cat. It's an omen. You're the one who needs to wake up, Cecil. This little doggy says some pretty smart things. We all need someone like Missile. Why do I get the feeling it's going to be a last split second? It seems like both paths and fates can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way. Oh wait, I have Cecil and the bloody roasted sweet potato. I doubt we can move those two from that spot. Right, pick up on any of the clues. Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. These guys sure are making me want to try one. Can't reach the big, like, thing in the middle. Let me consult Cecil along with... Oh, poor Miss Lynn! I'm sorry. If you're so sorry, then put her down. Alright now, Missile. I was really out of my head that day. Well, we can talk about all of this later. The Temseek meteorite is going to fall very soon. Before that happens, I have to think of a way to do something about that fragment. Like, the only thing I can think of is... Can I not... I can! Wait a minute! Oh wait, I realize I should have been... Whoops. Okay, so I know I can rock the basket with the sweet potato. I can move it to the middle. Get me into the middle. Oh, look at that sweet potato! That big scary sweet potato! That's not a sweet potato missile, that's Mino. Oh, right, of course. But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape. Yeah, because I need to get missile in range. Uh, I shudder to think what's gonna happen here. Like, it seems like this is the solution. Just, you know, get the big fucker in the way. Then it shatters. Wait a minute. Jowd! But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Don't know if it's his detective training or what. And even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. With the roasted sweet potato! Like what we did with the knit hat. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, just a... What do you mean you're still alive? I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. What the fuck just happened? But we were overlooking one fate. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh, no! No! Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain like a scar on her psyche. Yeah, she'd be traumatized! I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Cecil and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. Yo! With 3 kinds of powers among us. A what? We ought to be able to fight this battle against the fate of death. Cecil, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Just trust me.
Let's go. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it.
Among Us.
I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all, and remember, you'll only have a split second. Swap! Swap them, you doofus. Don't worry. Wait, what's he planning on? It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? Him. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute. You mean... That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Shit! He got... Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister. Is your knee okay? Oh, huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones that saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who have been very brave. A detective's badge? Okay, you know what to do, little detective. And off she goes. Aww. Are you alive? Yeah. Sadly. Hang on. Help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Did the Temsik fragment land in the kitten? Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Cecil's. Cecil? The name Cecil echoes in my head. Were we a fucking cat the entire time? These long, lonely 10 years, you are my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Oh my god, we were the cat the entire time! Old friend. I think... You were... What the... I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. What the fuck? We were a cat the entire time! Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. You knew. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had only just died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten, with no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. Oh my god. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. And it was Cecil the cat. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomio." The man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. Also, ad break starts in 2 minutes. I kind of want to snooze it for a bit while we do this. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. So that kind of explains why he didn't know, like, what is this or what is that. Except for, you know, aside from, you know, losing his memory. But... Those 10 years were very happy for me. But they weren't happy for the man. There was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness, with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. My fucked up worldview! I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I could see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe.
Wait, does that mean that that first shot that Lynn fired killed the cat? Or am I just making up bullshit?
I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away.
No! He was there! So...
The black cat. I was possessing Cecil then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Cecil was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left, but then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecil, there inside the bag, was dead. What? The first shot! I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought, but it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecil, inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life, right there in the presence of Temseek radiation. And that's how he came to be. And that's when I got the powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't. Even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death? If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. You're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Cecil's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? Jesus Christ! So, Yomiel, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand it. What you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. Also, ad break will start in about a minute. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. fucking AMD auto update. Get away. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. We should get back to our new present. Also, I'm not going to continue, like, past this dialogue until the ad break ends, because I want to be able to go through this next bit undisturbed, if that makes sense. So, we will be back in a few minutes to see the end. See you in a few moments. Ooh! And we're back! Okay,
let's get back to our new present and see what the hell has changed, because I feel like a lot will have changed. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did. My crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I need you to see the change. We're about to fucking see it. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Cecil. When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Cecil. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel. Cecil? Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll all see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Cecil, I'll never forget you! I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. We'll never forget you, Missile. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? Sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that we'd be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Ray! Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you haven't forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I hoped. I am really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. Don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. What? You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. Multiple fucking times, might I add. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. missile. Oh. Oh, what would have happened if... They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, they killed Kamila and Missile. 2 little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. He didn't really understand it. What? The meteorite fragment from Yomiel. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red, in the deep, deep sea. And then... He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. Wait, the fuck? What, huh? What? So Missile from that timeline went back. So Ray is the other Missile? That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly, and then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old, and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. And that's when Cecil appeared. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before, on that night the first time around. We what? We met before? What the fuck? From listening to the conversation of the 2 intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world path to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my first stand on it, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died, and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. and then you disappeared, away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to your meal. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. Time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. What the fuck? You lied! But he did it for good reason, but he still fucking lied. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did! Thank you! Thank you from the bottom of my heart! Missile. So you waited and waited, these 10 long years, all for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Kamila, eh? Of course! Because that's what doggies do! Now then, farewell, Cecil. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. My mind is just completely blown, holy shit. Huh? How come it's so dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Lynn! Oh my fucking god. Oh god. Oh Jesus, I was so scared. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee! It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mum's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd. Dad, you're home! Hi, Kamila. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Kamila. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. Haha, how long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. Haha, that you will. That you will. Cecil!
Oh, hello, don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a... Oh! He never got any bigger or anything. He stopped aging because of the meteor fragment. His name is Cecil. Cecil. It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Cecil likes you, Lynn. Oh! Aww. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. And so we meet again, Cecil! From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected, somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now this is my new fate. Oh, I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold, and it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Let's go. Honestly, just brilliant. I love it. Oh my god, missile! Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Missile! Hey, Missile. I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort, but birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. Oh my god, how the fuck does he spin spaghetti? What is that? That's such a unique way of doing it. He's crazy. Aww. Wait. He's dancing down the stairs? Oh my god.
There, how'd you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanela. What kind of example is this the inspector providing for his men?
I was not expecting his subordinates to start fucking prancing and dancing along.
Here's your food, gentlemen. Oh my god, the fucking... Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop?
A fabulous example, yeah. I still don't like how he has his fucking grippers out right there. I don't like it. She planted a bug on the fucking chicken again. Oh my god. Is he gonna be... La, 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 la. I have never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Curry chicken. Oh fuck, I didn't get to finish reading it. Now, good luck with the taste testing. Damn, she's living the dream, just taste... Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. But just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Oh, it's the curry guy. It's him. What about that rock punk dude who got arrested for exposing government secrets? Like, where is he? Where is he now?
Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I follow the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said.
Oh, this cannot end well.
Wait a minute. 20 kilograms! I thought it was 20 grams!
Okay. What?
So this is where you work, Papa.
That's right, sweetheart.
Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here is to the stodgy mind of my darling husband.
Did she just bonk him with the wine glass instead of, just doing like the ding in the... I like that we're at the very least seeing everyone that we met during the journey. Oh, it's Sif.
This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, his grapes are quite good, my man.
You know we're about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir.
Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me the case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now.
Oh, he's there in the park!
Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll.
Oh, and he's still coming to analyze the meteor. But why, if not for the manipulate? Oh! Stop the park for charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. He's still at it. He's never change. Never change. Oh, yes! He's still doing his fucking dance.
Today's the day, he's finally getting out. Everybody's starting to get real tired of you seeing.
Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomach ache. We call it Dance Away the Pain.
Oh, I'm real interested in that one.
Think you could show it to me, say, next week? You got it.
And he just fucking sped up. I love it. I love it. I still love that he does that.
Oh my god! Yo mio! 10 long years, yo mio. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Wait, what was he painting? Thank you, Cecil. Did he paint Cecil? He did! Aww. Oh, that's so cute. Aww.
And the credits continue. Can you? Oh, you can't. I was gonna say, is this gonna be like a credits that's kind of like interactive and you can just ghost trick in the credits, but you can't? That's sad. Oh, gosh. The fucking rat! No, Missile, leave the rat alone! To be fair, I knew it wasn't gonna ghost advisor Shu Tucker. Ah, Missile's back. Doggo, friend. Fate averted. Cleared ghost trick. Ah, well. Wait, what the hell's ghost puzzle? I'll probably take a look at that at some other time. Anyway, ladies, gents, people in between, everyone watching things back, and people who are here, we have finished Ghost Trick, and I thought I would today, and I'm thankful we did, and I'm thankful that I played this in the first place, because honestly, what a journey. It started off slow, you getting used to things and getting to know characters and the motivations and stuff, and then it just kind of slowly escalates into this big mystery that is more than what it appears on the surface, rather than it just being a simple oh, this is just going to be a murder mystery. It goes even further beyond being just that, with so many different characters and their fates, and every event being so interlinked, as especially going as far as the whole 10 years ago thing. This game was an absolute ride, and I honestly thoroughly enjoyed it. It's great. If you have also played Ghost Trick, the convoluted reveal that you are in fact a black cat, that shit fucked with me so bad. All this time, we weren't even a person, we were a cat. What in the actual fuck? But it's just... Oh, God. But yeah, no. This is just... I called it an omen. I thought it was oh, this is going to be an omen of doom. I didn't think it was going to be an omen of, oh wait, this is actually us. Oh, Lord. I'm just... Wow. I'm just completely speechless. But yes, we have finished Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. So, with that in mind, and because it's getting very humid and warm in my room, I'm going to call things there for today's stream. So, to everyone who showed up, and to everyone watching things back on the VOD, whether it's here on Twitch or on YouTube, depending on when you're watching this, thank you ever so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I have really enjoyed this game. The next stream will be on Wednesday. We will be starting a new playthrough then. It won't be the special playthrough that I noted on my little stream schedule in the Discord. That will be starting on Friday. Provided that I get the correct things set up for that, because it's a very specific thing that I'll be playing or starting on that day. But we'll be starting something else on Wednesday. I already have like the big list of stuff that I wrote down when I finished Birth by Sleep. So I'm gonna consult that, look through things a little bit, and then sort of like, you know, make a judgment call there based on what I feel like I would want to play the most. But yes, thank you ever so much for being here. This was so fun to experience with you all. I really appreciate you being here, and as always, I will see you all again in the very next stream. So until then, please